Fearless leader, king or queen, unabashed by power sheen, you rule on high with certain grace, making this world a better place. Take with both hands your power bold, and all desires can unfold. From a hard-earned throne, you guide and teach, head of your pack, top of your niche. Taking confident steps, though your road is long, adapting, evolving, but always strong. Introducing the Ruler Archetype. If we don't know each other, hi, I'm Jen Kem. I'm the CEO of Master Brand Institute, where we guide entrepreneurs on the path to uncovering their unique message with such clarity they can turn any conversation into a sales conversion. And today, we're talking about the brand archetype called the Ruler. In this video, I want to give you an in-depth understanding of what it means to embody the Ruler brand archetype. We're going to cover strengths, weaknesses, business themes, and integrating this information into your business. If the ruler had a power statement, it's, I am the ruler. I exude luxury, power, and excellence. Whatever I do it better than anyone else. I set the gold standard for my industry. I'm known for providing the highest quality and nothing less. I'm an authority and people look to me for advice. I lead my team, my company, and my industry with confidence. I hold a great deal of responsibility, and I'm very comfortable doing so. I believe that true leaders don't create followers. They create more leaders. I inspire each person in my audience to become the ruler of her, his, or their own life. Now, when we talk about brand archetypes, each one has a set of power words that best represent them. I think it's important to point out that the words themselves don't have to be used at every piece of your message. It's more accurate to say when your audience reads your message, the feelings created are those power words. Now, ruler power words include power, authority, excellence, luxury, legacy, prestige, confidence, dominion, high status, leadership, responsibility, quality, control. A great question to ask yourself is, does my current message make me feel like these words? So moving on, one of the most important things I recommend when it comes to fully embodying your brand archetype is looking at brands who model your archetype well. I call them master brand models because that's what they are, models of brands that masterfully embrace their archetype. When we look at these conceptual models, what you're really looking to do is understand the vibe or the energy that they give off, not the literal look or words, although those might be useful. Now, master brand models that I believe model the ruler archetype excellently include BMW, Rolls-Royce, Delta One, Beyonce, Rolex, Le Creuset, Wusthof Knives, upscale high-end hotels like the Ritz-Carlton, the Fairmont, Mercedes-Benz, Microsoft, American Express, and of course, myself, Jen Kem. At its essence, the ruler is a soul-driven brand archetype that's not just about lifestyle, but a way of doing business. They believe that there are people to do pretty much everything, also known as outsourcing. So there's an emphasis on leisure time achieved through delegation. Most rulers have communities of admirers and fans, also known as customers, who are willing to pay them just to hang out in their presence. That's weird, right? Rulers with all their wealth, power, and privileges have figured out how to live life on their terms, and people want the same from them. Rulers also expect to be surfaced and are willing to pay for it. These are entrepreneurs who often reach a certain level of celebrity status within their industry, though not necessarily visibility outside of their industry. They have a focus on materialism on some type of level and the external trappings it brings. Yet they are highly philanthropic, making decisions for the health of the empire. Moving into strategic positioning, the ruler gives off a vibe that says, show me respect and I will overwhelm you with generosity. Go against me and you'll have an enemy until the end of your days. Strengths of this archetype include sincerity, candor, warmth, self-assuredness, affection, refinement, creativity, romance, and feeling in control. Recurring themes and pillars of this brand include the prosperity of my business is directly related to the prosperity of my people. What I build is worthwhile, lasting, and essential for my industry. I thrive in structure when I direct its creation. People look to me for leadership, and I say, heck yes. See, the ruler archetype is seen as a natural leader in their industry. They represent power, control, and authority. Rulers understand their success is earned in exerting control of how they manifest their ideas into action. And to achieve that control, they need to consistently demonstrate expertise, competence, and a track record of success. Their goal is to create a world of prosperity and possibility for the people who depend on them. Harmony is the goal, while appreciation of structure, organization, and environment are key attributes of the empire. A lover of beautiful things, the ruler is appreciative of both material and spiritual wealth that they accumulate through helping their people to do the same. Of course, all archetypes have a dark side as well. In archetypal psychology, the dark side isn't a bad thing. Simply put, these are things that when done, make it harder than necessary to get what you actually want. So the shadow side of the ruler is the potential to disconnect from what really matters, letting their ego take over relationships, and misusing their power instead of being a good, strong, consistent, and wise leader. The feelings you may experience that begin these dark side actions are a fear of loss, a fear of control and chaos, entitled arrogance, authoritarianism, and self-righteousness. Other feelings or instances that lead to dark side behavior are vanity, tyranny, pleasure-seeking, boastful, false pride, false modesty, extravagance, and even narcissism. Again, there is nothing wrong with these things, so don't feel shame if you experience them. It's more important to understand that these can make you start doing things that don't support what you want. And when they come up, just identify them and pivot into what you actually should be doing. So what makes the ruler unique in your industry? The ruler represents power and control, and they're motivated to lead. They've got a knack for successfully driving a vision through, and then they get them through challenging circumstances within constantly changing contexts. This archetype naturally calls on both individuals and society at large to step up and take responsibility for the world we're all contributing to. Seen as confident, commanding, and powerful, they make everyone see that they are in charge. A core differentiator is that rulers understand structures, organizations, and environments that are harmonious, fruitful, and constructive. And these are critical for long-term success. Now, let's integrate all this concept into your business in a meaningful way, okay? The customers of the ruler archetype want to be rulers in their own right, not ruled by you. Create a unique set of language and terms for your work and intellectual property, and make sure everyone who follows you understands these things. Your audience is a mirror of you. They need to have benefits, bottom line for them, and to hear their own authority come through. They want to be respected in order to fully devote themselves to your brand. So be consistent, as they like to know where they stand with you and want your unconditional regard as a follower in your community. Their loyalty is unshakable once they feel at ease and oriented in the structures you've created. If you treat them in a way that makes them feel like rulers of their own destiny, they will make sure everyone knows you were a key part of their success. The emotional phrases you want to stir up in your audience include, you are the great one, the one to follow. You are the guiding light in this complex world. Your cause is noble. I respect your authority in all matters. I am loyal to you. Here are some key things that are not the ruler's jam. Be careful about how long you commit to working with clients. Rulers can't be bothered by individual work because their main concern is the entire community. One-on-one work quickly becomes draining and will consistently distract you from the strategic vision. Instead, create intensive experiences where your clients can experience what it's like to be in control, and give them structures so they can continue seeing results without you. Group or mass market offers are best for you, especially those that have you providing leadership of self towards an outcome. Be sure to build in referring programs or team members who've archetypes that are better suited to long-term client commitments. Some important things to remember as a ruler is your customers may not know what they want, which means you need to get clear on the problem you actually solve. Get up off your throne to be with the people, to conduct deep market research. Ask your most active followers for insight and really look at your offer through your audience's eyes. Honor your audience's desire to be in control by giving them the structures to achieve mastery of their own domain. Appeal to that inner desire that we all have to be high achieving and important. Don't hesitate to tap into their desire for the good life and our high status. After all, it's part of being a ruler. Communicate how your offers can be used to increase power or status, and be bold enough to offer a lifetime guarantee and a medium to high price point as a differentiator. Remember, you can't be the only ruler in the universe. Know that your products and services will reach their true tipping point when your followers share how you've helped them to rule their own fiefdom. Finally, some feature and positioning angles to draw more attention for your offer. Emphasize your offer is high status and gives your audience power to take control of their lives. Focus on the overall structure clients receive using your offer and be bold. Offer a lifetime guarantee. Price your offer in the moderate to high price range for your industry. Sell the complete system from end to end, not in bits and pieces. And a final word for the ruler, create a signature offer that's so unique and impactful that no one can compete with it. This one thing should be the foundation on which everything else is built. In the end, being the best is truly your unfair advantage. But before you can claim that title, you need to make sure your customers consistently get real results. Now the question is, what do you do with this information? Well, there are two options. First, if you're sitting here wondering to yourself, am I a ruler? Then you're gonna wanna take my Brand Archetype assessment. This in-depth psychological assessment is the only archetype test on the internet that's been recognized by a top collegiate school of psychology. Basically, this is not some BuzzFeed quiz you take for funsies. This is a deep dive into the psychology that makes your brand unique in the marketplace. Second, if you already know your brand archetype mix, then you want to check out my archetypal storytelling workshop. With over 6 hours of content, this in-depth program will give you both a conceptual and practical understanding of using your brand archetype mix in your business. By the end of it, you'll have identified several stories from your life that can be shared to attract more high-quality, high-paying clients. You can find more information down below. And that's it. If you found value in this content, please hit the thumbs up button below so we can get this video in front of more entrepreneurs who want help getting crystal clear on their unique message. And be sure to also hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you're notified when new content is released. I'm Jen Kem, here to help you elevate how the world sees, hears, and pays you. Until next time.